Hey guys, so today I'm going to be talking about Nausicaa of the Valley of the Wind. This was brought back last week as part of, the Studio Ghibli Fest that Fathom Events does almost every year. And I really enjoyed this. I've seen it before, but it's been about 6 years since I've actually seen it. And yeah, I think it's even better a second time. Um, it's just such a visually it's such a visual treat for me. It's a lot. It's kind of rough compared to the later Miyazaki movies. The animation's not exactly fluid, but also like this was all done by hand. This was before computer animated movies, I believe. Those didn't really get going until the 90s, I think. So this one, I feel like it looks more raw, which is good. It's not as defined, but still, it looks really impressive. So I saw this in the Japanese dub, so I can't really say what I feel about the English dub. With Miyazaki movies, they're kind of sometimes better, sometimes worse. So I can't really say about this one, but I did like the voice acting a lot. It's for Miyazaki's first major movie, I think it's so like you see his vision. He has these like epic fantasy stakes, these unique creatures, um, badass young main characters, and just I don't know. It works. The soundtrack is brilliant. It's very 80s, but in a good way. 80s synth heavy. Um, Sometimes that works in movies, sometimes it doesn't. I think here it works because it kind of matches the rough tone of the movie. Some parts reminded me of Dune. A lot of it's set in the desert, and there's also these like little instead of sandworms, they look a little bit more like bugs, um, like big cicadas. And it seems like a prototype to one of my favorite movies by him, Princess Mononoke, because the the creatures are turned evil by humanity's lack of respect for nature. So it kind of has those themes in it as well. I really like Nausicaa as a character because, first of all, she's a badass, but also she seems very human and has this like compassionate quality to her that I really enjoy. Oh, Momo. This is a rated G review, Momo. You can't you can't show your butt. Anyway, um, yeah, she's a very compassionate character, which I think works like even the people who are her enemies. Despite being longer than average for an animated movie, I think the pacing it was pretty brisk. Like it kind of you're never left bored or uninterested because a lot of stuff is going on, a lot of political intrigue, kind of like a rated G version of Game of Thrones. And I don't know, you could definitely see hints of his later works in here. I feel like this inspired a lot of. Um, I feel like this must have inspired a lot of fantasy authors too. I know a lot of people are influenced by Miyazaki, like Tarantino for once is a big Miyazaki fan, Neil Gaiman. So if this is the start of Miyazaki's legacy, it's definitely not the end because I've seen almost every movie he's made. I plan to see them all. Um, but yeah, this is a movie I'd love to revisit next time they bring it back. It's a classic. It's a certified classic, and I think it's a very well loved movie, but it's slightly underrated compared to Spirited Away or Howl's Moving Castle, probably because it's a little older. But I think it sits right up there with them. So let me know what you guys thought of this movie down in the comments below, and I will see you guys next time. Peace.